Hello everyone, I'm Lee Kane Jr. with WNY News Now, and now onto the story. A program to give local nonprofits much needed funds is facing a hurdle. Our Bronson Rasmussen explains how city leaders are allocating the $1.5 million to 9 organizations who are asking for $2.7 million.
The Jamestown City Council heard a presentation from Grants Manager Tim Odell on the 9 non-for-profits looking for assistance.
Breaking down the amounts requested for the YMCA, they are requesting $1 million. Jamestown Center City Development, known as the Kid Zone, $500,000. YWCA, $145,714,000. Chautauqua Opportunities, $181,393. St. Luke's, $200,000. Collaborative Children's Solutions, $96,850. Roger Torrey Peterson Institute, $82,500. Robert H. Jackson, $350,000, and the National Comedy Center for $200,000. And this leaves us with a grand total of around $2.7 million of requested funds.
For many of the local nonprofits, without the funds, deadlines will not be met and potential closings could occur.
The YMCA would be utilizing its funds for the construction of the YMCA. They have secured around $4 million so far from funding. It is also important to mention too, if they are awarded the full million, they'll be able to begin construction in 2024. However, if they do not receive the full million, it will likely delay the project. And then moving into the Jamestown Center City Development, their funding would go toward the construction of the Kids Zone at Northwestern. They are currently $1.8 million away from project completion, and if they receive $500,000, the requested amount, it would reduce it to a more manageable $1.3 million. And if they are awarded the full amount, it would put them on pace to reach their projected current timeline of grand opening of June 2024. And if the full amount is not secured, similar to the Y, it would push the grand opening back likely until 2025. Next, for the YWCA, they have developed a new program for female youth ages from 14 to 19 years old. The program's goal for this is to empower healthy decision making and assisting young women in developing leadership skills and community advocacy through educational modules, and graduations of this program are eligible for paid internships once they complete it. The request of $145,714 is all that is needed to get the program up and running, as the project gap has already been covered. Similar to Chautauqua Opportunities, they have requested funds to go toward the development of a 12-unit, 18-bed homeless shelter for single women. The project will provide supportive services for these women. They have requested $181,393, and that is all that is needed to cover the gap for the project cost, as all the other funds have been committed. For Collaborative Children's Solutions, the funds would be utilized toward running community programs for Jamestown youth to address childhood trauma, abuse, neglect. And they plan to have motivational speakers lined up to speak to children, and the project is aiming to provide support services for Jamestown adolescents. CCS has secured the gap in project costs. Next, moving into Roger Torrey Peterson Institute, their funds would be used toward hiring a new development director for the institute, and this would assist in strengthening the organization's capacity to generate more commerce and tourism to Jamestown. Funding will help continue the momentum of their strategic plan that was created in 2021. This includes expanding their exhibits and program opportunities, as well as driving more tourism to Jamestown with a new position. It's also important to share that due to the pandemic in 2020, Roger Torrey Peterson Institute suffered a loss of $500,000, and some of these funds would help mitigate against those negative effects. And the position will be sustainable post-ARPA funding. Moving into Robert H. Jackson Center, they have requested $350,000 from the city. $250,000 of those would go toward the revitalization of Kappa Theater with updated sound quality systems and all of that stuff. Then $100,000 would be used toward a director of marketing and a director of programs, which would assist in increasing visitation numbers. And this will help them rebound from the COVID-19's impact on attendance. In 2019, for instance, their attendance was 14,500, and that has dropped to 2,000 in 2022. And the purpose of these new positions would be to help get more in-person attendance back to the center. Moving into National Comedy Center, they have requested $200,000. These funds would be toward marketing to generate more tourism to the Jamestown area. Their goal is to tap into other markets in Cleveland and Pittsburgh to generate more dollars into Jamestown, and their overarching goal is to increase more tourism, and which would result in more use of local restaurants and other hospitality services in the city. They have also showed that 88% of the Comedy Center's visitors are from outside the city and county. And the Comedy Center also experienced a loss of $2,315,000 in 2022, and funds would help them keep the recovery momentum going. Lastly, for St. Luke's, funds will be utilized toward the bell tower repair, which is already in progress, and then it's currently in the works. And once the bell tower is repaired, they plan to use the interior space of the bell tower to create year-round agriculture to assist with food insecurities.
He also gave council members 4 potential scenarios to divide and allocate the $1.5 million in available funding. While the matter will go through the Jamestown Local Development Corporation, any amount over $100,000 will come before the council for a vote. To ensure that all the funding is approved, council members are urged to give all feedback on the scenarios.
JLDC will vote on which scenario is going to be chosen. That scenario will then come in the form of a resolution before this council, and it will be broken down into individual votes.
The JLDC does not have any scheduled meetings this week, which means the funds will not be approved until September's voting session. Bronson Rasmussen, WNY News Now.
EagleZip.com is your local one-stop shop for all of your home and business computer needs. Located on Fluvan Avenue Extension, just outside of Jamestown, EagleZip.com sells and services all brands of desktops and laptops, as well as servers and network equipment for your business. All new computer sales include transferring your data from your old computer plus a 2-year warranty. Call EagleZip.com today.
Stop by EagleZip.com today and let us make computers easy for you.